What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome back to another Transformers video review. It's been a while, haven't had much time, but here we are, we're back, and we're going strong. This is Transformers Haslab Omega Prime. Well, not yet at least. This is Ultra Magnus and Optimus. And here they are. They're in their vehicle modes. And usually I would just, stuff everything into one video and have it be very long. But I think for this one specifically, it would be way too long. It'd probably be like an hour long, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to be splitting up this video into 2 or 3 parts. And hope you guys enjoy that. And hope you guys like that style. But anyway, here they are in their vehicle modes. This is, like I said, Ultra Magnus and Optimus. And you can take a look at them together real quick before I move on to one of them. They look pretty good together. I would hope so, at least. And yeah, so for starting out, I think we're gonna go with Optimus first, and then the next video is going to be Ultra Magnus, and then the video after that, or during that video, it's going to be the combination. So we're gonna take him away, and we're going to take a look at Optimus. Now, this figure looks really cool. I really do like this truck mode of his. Rolls pretty well, as you can see. All wheels roll. Very nice. And it's just solid. If you have this figure, you know how solid and heavy it is. If you don't, it's very solid and it's pretty heavy for, a modern figure. It's solid. So it's nice. It's just a simple red fire truck, nothing too extravagant, but it looks really cool. You can see the license plate. It says CO01. There's some Japanese writing with Cybertron on the side, Autobot symbols, and a head, but it's fine. You don't have to look at that. The ladder moves up and down. And it's on a ratcheting swivel, so you can move it all around. The little bucket part moves. You can go down like this. And also, I don't know if you noticed, but it comes with, the box set comes with a little Fortress Maximus head. Or Cerebro, I can't remember which one it is. But it's a Robots in Disguise Fortress Maximus Titan Master head. There he is. And he can just, pretty sure you can just put him in there. And yeah, there he is. It's just a little extra gimmick thing. I'm just gonna set him off to the side now. But yeah, this thing has a little blaster. You can just flip them around. Looks pretty cool because it's for like water. It's like a fire hose. But yeah, it's pretty cool. He has guns on the ladder that you can flip out like this. On the original figure, I'm pretty sure you press the button and they just popped out, but it's cool that they still have it, even if there's no gimmick. It's just, do it yourself, but it looks cool. And the missiles can be removed. They don't launch, but you can take them out if you want. So, not much else to say about the truck mode. The ladder can extend, but it's like, there we go. The ladder, table's getting revealed. My bad. The ladder can extend all the way, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that's about it for the truck mode. It looks nice. It's solid. It's a fire truck. Looks very cool. So for robot mode, what you're going to do is you're going to want to separate this part from the back part. And once you do one side, the other side's going to come undone too. And there we go. This part can be set off to the side, and this part can slide off as well. That part can slide off as well. It's supposed to come at once, but it just didn't. So, but yeah, there we go. This part just slides on, or slides on this way. Yeah, that comes off too. And now we have this part of the truck, which is just the cab. So I'm going to set these off to the side. We'll come back to those later. So, here he is. This is Optimus. And what you're going to do is you're going to want to slide out this gun, and just set it there. And then you're going to want to untab these side red pieces come to the inside and fold down this little silver piece, like that. That allows you to fold around the panels on the side, and you fold them all the way around, and they tab into the side of the cab, like that. Then you fold those all the way down like that, and there we go. And then this part comes undone, fold it down like that, fold that down like that, and then fold that down like that. It's a lot of, you know, it collapses pretty nicely. And then you want to check for any damages in there, because that's a common issue. Pretty sure mine is good. Yep, looks like it's good. I hope I'm not missing anything. And then the arms fold around like that. And then you want to pull down the arms again. Or I'll get that in a second. Pull the arms down like that. Swivel it once, push that panel back up, and there is one arm. Same on the other side. Push it down, and then push it back up without pushing that hand up. And there's the other arm. And then these light bar pieces like to fall off. Kind of annoying, but you just fold them around like that. Bring up this part, fold up the head, push it forward, fold back those little antennae, fold that back up, and then you're going to want to collapse the body like that. Split the legs, fold them around, fold the leg around like that, and then come back here, fold up that white panel, fold down the foot, flip up the heel, fold down that white panel, and do the same on the other side. If you can. White panel, foot, heel, panel again. And there we go. And there is Robots in Disguise, or Car Robots Optimus in robot mode. Or Fire Convoy, whatever you want to call him. But it's Optimus. And there he is. He looks very cool. I'm a big fan of this design, this figure. Yeah. He has this little gun that can just go into his hand like so. It's just a little pistol. It's pretty cool looking. Nothing too special about it. But yeah, he looks really cool. His eyes have that like foil, and so they're metallic. They're metallic gold. Looks very nice. I just really like this design. I don't know. There's just something about it that just looks cool to me. Maybe it's like the stature of it. I don't know what it is, but it looks really cool to me. So for articulation, he has a ball joint at the neck, like that, so you can angle it like this. He can cock his head. He can look up that far, down that far. He has a swivel at the shoulder. He has an up and down right here, and then an up and down there as well. So quite a bit of movement there. He has an elbow bend and a wrist swivel. He has a waist swivel that's kind of hindered by the back, but it's there. He has ratchets at the hips. He has ratchets going out. He has a swivel in two places, at the hip and at the knee. Then he has a ratcheting knee as well. Very loud, very nice, very solid. Then he has an ankle tilt, or there's a ball joint at the ankle, so get a little bit of movement out of there. And that's it. It's not much, but it's enough. It works, and I like it. So you can get a little bit of posing out of him, but posing really isn't what you're here for, is it? It's kind of the big guy. So he looks good. I really like him. But that's not all there is to this figure. If you know, he has the super mode. And but first, what you're gonna do? You're gonna do the whole base mode thing, because why not? So this has been Optimus. We're gonna set him off to the side, and we're gonna bring him back in a little bit. So now we're gonna bring back the trailer and hand pieces, and they look good. I guess there's not much to say about them. They don't transform really. I mean, they do, obviously. They have the base mode and the super mode stuff, but here they are. So what you're going to do is you're just going to want to fold up these panels like that, and then take them off. And then this part as well, fold it up a little bit and take it off. And then this part, separate that. And there you have a pile of pieces. What you can do, for Optimus, you can bring him back, and you can put these on his shoulders, like this, which is cool. It's cool, I guess, but the super mode is way better, so we're just gonna get into that. And I'm not going to show off the base mode. Yeah, I know. But I don't. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it anyway. I don't really want to. I think it's kind of silly, but we'll do it anyway. So you just kind of want to just put everything back together pretty much like that. And then I'm looking at the box right now because I don't remember how to do it. And then fold this piece up like that. Make sure that's plugged together. You're going to want to fold up the ladder all the way. Fold up these panels. Bring down the bucket. You can't see it, but bring down the bucket and flip around the guns. And then I'm going to take these parts. And you're going to want to make sure the cannons are folded around like this. And then that's going to come down. I'm going to fold it on the hand because those are actually guns too. And then same on the other side. Flip around the guns, fold down all the panels like that. And then these are going to be like this. You're going to want to put this on top of it like that. This plugs into there like this. And like that. And then plug that into there. And there you have a little, oh, hold on. There you have a little base mode thing. You can't even see it all because it's so tall, but there it is. I don't really care for it. Like I said, I didn't even want to do it, but it's part of the figure. It's part of the experience. It's really just whatever to me. Base modes have always been kind of fun, just silly to me, unless the character specifically turns into a base, like Fortress Maximus or Metroplex. But just little things like this, like a trailer turning into a base, I don't really care about that. It's nice. It's a little extra play feature, but I feel like everyone else is here for the vehicle and the robot. Could be wrong. I could just be completely just incorrect about that, but that's what I'm here for. And so take everything apart again, like this, and now you can get into the super mode. So what you're going to want to do is, let's start it with the feet, work our way up. Fold this panel out, fold that panel up, and then fold this foot around and flip the wheel up. And there's a foot. Same on the other side. Flip those things up, and then fold out the foot. Oh, and flip up the wheel. You can leave those down, I guess, like roller skating, but that's how it's supposed to be done. Flat feet so that it has more stability. And there's some feet. Set those off to the side so they're out of the way. For the hands, you could just, you know what? Let's just bring it back. So for the feet, fold up the heels, and then plug his feet into the feet. Drink every time I say feet. There we go. Plug this gray piece into the leg, and there's a foot. And then same on the other side. It's kind of difficult because it's like you just have to force it in. It's just friction. And there we go. There's some legs. Oh, what you're going to do as well is you're going to want to flip back the head. So, there we go. And then for the hands, take this off too. I'll show you where that goes in a second. For the hands, they just plug on really simply. It's pretty cool. It's just very easy. You slide down the panel like before with the truck mode, and then there's 2 pegs on each arm, and there's 2 peg holes. And you just put it on like that, fold it around, make sure it clicks, folds, and you got an arm. Same on the other side. Pegs, peg holes, go in, fold around, click, and you got some arms. Doesn't that look cool? Then you're going to want to bring up the torso again, fold that out a little bit, bring this part up, like, but you don't want to bring it up all the way. I forgot. You want to line it up perfectly. So there's little tabs right there. And it's kind of difficult because it's like the way the mechanism is. Watch, it's going to break on camera. I've had this figure for like a month now. And it's been fine. Bear with me. There we go. That should be good. Should be. I don't know if it is. There we go. Just to make him a little taller. Now that took way too long. I'm sorry. Then you want to extend the chest like that. Put these shoulder pads on his shoulders, clearly. Peg hole. Peg. Put that on. And then they flip down and tab into the shoulders like that. Again, same on the other side. Peg, peg hole, flip down, tab in. Easy. Then this part, not so easy, because just the angle, so I'm going to do that. Very long. This part, you want to fold it around like this, and then fold it around again at the ladder swivel part, and fold down the ladder like that. And there you go, that's pretty much it. Then you want to come to the head part and fold down these gray pieces. They're supposed to be folded down for like the truck mode and stuff, but they get folded up and then you fold them back down. And then the head is on like this little slider. And so I think you're supposed to push it forward like that. And then fold down the crotch piece. And there you have the upper half of the super mode. And so you just plug it on, you just line everything up and hope for the best. There's tab holes right here, and there's tabs right there. And then you just want to, like I said, line everything up and hope it goes in. Like that. Oh, no, never mind, I lied. And then right here, there's a little gray thing, what is that? It's like a gray tab clip, and then a clip hole. That just slides on. That comes down, and voila, there he is. And the little gun just goes on his back right here. Which way? Yeah, it goes like that. Little holes, little peg, and there you go. And that's not staying on. Why is it not staying on? Oh yeah, you're supposed to clamps down on the back too. If you can see that up in there. That little gray piece clamps onto a little slot on the backpack. And there, we have him. This is an Omega Prime, obviously. This is Optimus Prime Super Mode, or Fire Convoy Super Mode, whatever they call it in Japan. I'm American. This is Optimus Prime Super Mode. And yeah, I really like it. It is very cool looking. It's just, there's just something about it. It's just big, bulky, solid, feels great, looks cool. It's cool looking. For some features, it's pretty much the same as when he was Optimus, just the little guy. Articulation is fairly similar, but he has butterfly joints at his chest now, so you can get a little bit more posability out of there. These things still slide up, and then he still has the double jointed shoulders. He still has an elbow, but the fingers can move now, and that's pretty cool. And then the waist swivel is even more hindered now because of the crotch piece, so I'm not even going to mess with that because it's there. But again, this just gets in the way. It's too bad. The head has some weird articulation. There's like little panel it sits on that can move a little bit, and then it has the a ball joint and a hinge. So it's fascinating, really. And then same thing as before: hips, thighs, knees, and a little bit of ankle pivot. But what's cool now is this little gray piece kind of folds if you like make it, and so it, I don't know, just kind of looks cool. Some mechanical detailing. But what's cool about this is now that he has the ladder on his back, it can fold all the way around, and you can have like a shoulder cannon with the little guns on the front. That looks awesome. I think that's cool. Oh, and then these parts can come up as well. Like it's fun. Like it's a fun figure. Like, and this is even half, or this is half of it, but it's not even like, it's not done. There's just more. So that comes all the way around. Heavy ratchet, loud. But yeah, it looks great. He has the little guns on the sides. Nice detailing. The blue is like kind of shiny metallic. Oh, he has toes as well. Forgot to mention that. You can like angle his toes a little bit. That's pretty cool. Little clear yellow parts. The orange is nice. The hosing. Oh, and he also has a little matrix. A little chest piece opens, and it's just in there. Can you take it out? Yeah, you can. There's the matrix from Robots in Disguise. It's just a little square. It's cool. Yeah, just leave that in there. But yeah, there's the shininess, the is it hollow foil? It's something, it's like vacuum metal or something. I don't remember what it's called, but the shininess throughout, like right there, and the eyes. Look at that. It's just cool. Like it is just large, imposing, looks great. Like, what more could you ask for from a toy? So, oh, and I guess you can still have this little man. You can just have him sitting and put him up here. And there we go. But yeah, there's not much else to say about this figure. I mean, other than the other figure. But for the Optimus Prime part of the Omega Prime Haslab, it's awesome. And luckily, my figure still doesn't have the cracking issue that a lot of people have. That sucks. I feel like, I don't think this figure was supposed to come out for a few more months, but I think they just kind of got impatient and shipped them out. So that's why there's so many QC issues. But my figure, both figures are fine, and I hope it stays that way. And anyone who has those issues, you have my condolences, because that really does suck. But I feel very positive about this figure so far, and I hope you guys do too. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to be continuing on in another one, obviously. And I will see you all in that part. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Transformers video review. This is part 2 of the Omega Prime videos. Last video, we took a look at Optimus Prime from the Haslab, Robots in Disguise, Omega Prime. And in this video, as you can see, we're taking a look at Ultra Magnus and Blue Bolts, because he's actually a guy now. So, here he is. Here they are in their vehicle and alt modes. As you can see, Ultra Magnus is a car carrier, and it can fit 3 cars, because obviously there's the Autobot Brothers, which is 3 cars. They haven't made toys for them yet, or new updated toys for them, but actually they did make Sideburn. I don't have him, but we're probably going to get the other 2 at some point. Anyway, here he is. He looks pretty cool. He has that, the foily molding. It's like this shiny plastic. I like it. Looks really cool. We can get him off of there. We'll take a look at him in a second, but we should take a look at Ultra Magnus without this stuff on top of him. Set him off to the side. I like it. He looks really cool. Car carriers as Transformers are just pretty cool to me. So Ultra Magnus has always been neat. But he looks good. He rolls pretty well, as you can see. And the back can open up like this. And these can come out of the way. You can put something back there. This part can come down like that. You put something up top. It's really cool. It's really neat. I really like this figure a lot. Actually, just the whole set, the Omega Prime set. It's just great. But yeah, we'll take a look at his robot mode in a second, but just one more look at the vehicle mode. You can see there's some, I don't want to say it's landing gear, but it's the stuff trucks have that they come down so they can basically rest. It's a good looking vehicle mode. It's a good looking truck mode. So put him off to the back, have him back there. And then we have blue bolts, which is, back in the day, it was just this gun. It was just a couple of guns that would make a bigger gun for Ultra Magnus. But now they made him a separate character. So, or she, I don't remember if it's like a guy or girl. Either way, it's weapons. It turns into this. Yeah, it's just some guns, and I guess like a little flying thing. I don't really know, but to turn blue bolts into robot mode, you take off these guns, take off the little white missiles, flip up these blue pieces like that, fold down the legs, and fold out this foot like that. Flip around the hip or thigh, whatever joint that is. Do the same on the other side. Flip up the knee pad, flip down the foot, bring it down like that. Rotate the waist because this is the front. Fold down that blue part and fold down this gray part, and then bring around the head like that. And there you go. And then these, you flip out these white parts, and they become arms. Like, maybe. There we go. And then on this side, same as the other side. My gosh. Flip out the white part and just put it in like that. It's just annoying because it's kind of tight, but also on a hinge, so it just likes to flip around. And there you go. And then these little white missiles go on the back. Like this. And there we go. Blue Bolts is pretty cool looking. A little nice robot made out of guns, kind of like 6-gun. It's cool. For articulation, there's the peg. So there's like a swivel there, a hinge, another swivel right there, a hinge at the elbow. That little missile came off. There's a ball joint at the head. As you can see, there's a waist rotation, swivel at the hip, and then a hinge, and then another swivel right there, which is, take them off. A knee bend. This thing can move out of the way, like you saw earlier, and then there's a little bit of an ankle pivot, which is nice. And then these things can rotate as well and come off. So, it's all right. It's a cool little extra thing to accommodate for the price. It's neat, but nobody's going to keep blue bolts in robot mode, I don't think. So I'm just going to put it back into the weapons mode, because that's what it's going to be used for. This might be one of the first times I've actually transformed something into alt mode on this channel. I could be wrong. I could just be misremembering, but usually I do vehicle to robot. So, first time for everything. Then the missiles just go up front like that. And there we go. And now you put that off to the side. Now, for Ultra Magnus, to transform him into his robot mode, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fold down these parts, which aren't feet. Fold around these gray pieces like that. Bring up the whole, what is that called? It's like, it's not it's just these pieces, these gray pieces. They become wings later on. Fold out these gray pieces on the side. Fold them back more. And then flip around these little light blue pieces on both sides. And then come to the bottom and fold down these little wheel pieces like this. And then this whole back section comes apart. We'll set that off to the side, and we'll do this part first, because these are the legs. What you're going to do is you're going to want to separate them like that. We'll do this one first because it's in my hand. You're going to want to pull up that little blue piece right there, and then extend that heel, fold it up, push it back in, and then fold back the blue piece. And then this whole assembly comes around like that, plugs in, folds up, plugs in, and this folds down. And then this back part, reach under here, grab it like that, flip it up, and then fold down this white part, and there is a right leg. It's going to get big. Fold down that part, blue part, push or pull down the heel, like that, up, push, fold back, and then just, you know, fold and flip, make sure everything's in the right position, like that, and like that, and then put together the crotch. And there's some legs. Wow. Put that off to the side, like that. This part, fold up the, you want to split the wings like that, and then this whole section just comes up like this. Fold up the wheels into the arms, like that, and you can see the hands. Fold down the arms like that, and then this part, fold around these blue sections like this. They tab in right here. As you can see, there's the tab hole. This just gets pushed up like that, and then it tabs in a different section like that, which is pretty cool. And these parts like to come off all the time, so look out for that, because it's just kind of annoying. It's not an issue, it's just annoying. And then fold around the arms like that, fold them around, fold down that arm and fold it around like so. And then this part just folds down like that. And then the back section, I will admit, I don't really know how it goes. I just know that it kind of just, you just kind of mess around with it and hope for the best, which is what I'm going to do now. So you want to like make sure the wings are folded up like this and they attach together. And then you just kind of want to push it up. These white tabs right here plug into these gray holes right there, like this. And then these are supposed to come down in some way. I think I messed it up. So it's like, yep, there we go. It's supposed to collapse, and then those blue parts and light blue parts are supposed to get pushed onto this jetpack assembly, and then these blue tabs fold down like this. And so it's supposed to look like this. The wings are supposed to come out like that. It's supposed to be flush back there. The backpack is supposed to sit right there, and then it's supposed to be at an angle like this, and these parts are supposed to be flush. So it's supposed to look like one big assembly. It's complicated and hard to explain, but I hope anyone watching this kind of understands what just happened. And there's also instructions. They come packaged in vehicle mode. So finally, my method of review and transforming paid off, because they actually do come packaged, both of them, in vehicle mode. And then finally, fold down this chest, bring this up a little bit, you don't really have to, and then fold it around the head like that. And then it plugs back the same way. Just flipped, because the head has to be up. And there we go. There's the upper half. And then now you have both halves, you just slide it together like that. And there we go. There's Robots in Disguise, Haslab Ultra Magnus. I think my light's flickering. In robot mode. And he looks very cool. I really like him. He's very lanky. He's very long. Like he's like 90% leg. But it's cool. I mean, it works. I'm not really complaining. It's just kind of funny looking. But for articulation, he has a ball joint at the head, so you can get some movement there. Swivel at the shoulder right there. A swivel at the bicep, and an up and down right there. And then there's a ball joint at the wrist right there, and hinges at the thumb and the fingers. And I think it's supposed to be like that, but it might also have to be like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure the show model and the original toy had the hands, at least in this mode. The blue part was flat instead of being down like that. Either way, if you have it, it's your toy. Do whatever you want with it. And on the legs, there's a ratchet right there. Down, out, a swivel at the thigh, a knee bend, and then ankle pivot. So you can get some posing out of him. There's not a ton, but no waist swivel, obviously, but you can get some stuff out of him. And then I don't remember if I showed it in the Optimus Prime video. I think I did. But he had a matrix, and then Ultra Magnus also has a matrix, as you can see right there. So, and they come out. You can just pop them out. But yeah, so it's cool. They both have matrices. I haven't gotten to that part in the show yet. I haven't even got to Ultra Magnus yet, but, you know, I'll find out why they both have matrices someday, I'm sure. I think it's some storyline. And then for Blue Bolts, you can just have him just around, I guess. I think it's supposed to go like this. You can push that up like that, fold it around like this. What I like to do, because they fall off easily, is you just take off the legs and put them in like that. And then you put on the bottom piece. Just makes it easier, in my opinion. That's actually not how it goes. I just messed it up. This thing is supposed to be popped up. Yeah, there we go. I'm understanding it now. Gotta do that again. It's worth it, trust me. And then these little pegs on the thumbs plug into these holes on the red bits. Or they don't have to, and you can just set them there, because it's kind of hard to get the pegs in the holes. But yeah, there we go. There's Ultra Magnus holding this giant gun assembly, which is just awesome looking. Like, that's just sick. And if you don't like the guns, which is fine, they actually added some cool weapon storage. So you're gonna have to bear with me here, because I haven't done this weapon storage in a while, but pretty sure it's just take these pieces off. Actually, maybe you can keep them on. Either way, you have this part. You have the torso. Flip down that, and then this part just plugs in right there. There's a little peg, and then the hole. And it plugs on right there. Is that on the wrong way? I think it's on the wrong way. There we go. Like that. Make sure it lines up. Otherwise, it's not going to tab together. And then the legs, they're really hollow back here. You can see there's just so much hollowness. But that can be fixed. You take, I forget which side, but you take the legs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these stay on, actually. My bad. Take the legs and then plug them onto these tabs right in there, or pegs. As you can see, oh, there's a peg at the bottom, and there's the peg hole from the robot. And it just slides on right there. And then this part, kind of difficult for me to remember, but I'm pretty sure they just kind of go on like that. And yeah, he has Blue Bolt's weapon storage, which is cool. Like, he doesn't have to hold the gun. Blue Bolts doesn't have to be just an extra on the shelf. It could just be on him. And it's very inconspicuous, I guess. It's hidden very well. Like, you can kind of see it right there, but it matches because, again, it's blue, white, red, and then that's just Ultra Magnus's color scheme. And so that's cool. Like, that's just awesome to me. So here he is. Not much else to say about him. I like him. I do think I prefer Optimus Prime, especially with his super mode. As you can see, he's a little bit taller. But they look cool together. Like, they look good together. So, this has been my review of Ultra Magnus and Optimus in the last video. And in the next video, we're going to be taking a look at before actually, I forgot in the last video. They come with these road pieces. And basically, it's stands. That's what they are. There's like these gray pieces and these little gray pieces. Those slide on like that. And then this just slides in like that. And then it stands for both of them. They don't need them, and so I always keep them in the box, which is why I forgot. But I remembered them after I'd been done filming with Optimus. So here they are. It's just some road. And then they connect. It's cool, but again, it's literally just to boost the price. Or not even boost the price, it was set at that price. But it was just some extra play pieces. I don't even use the stands for the other Haslabs I have, the Victory Saber and Deathsaurus. I'm probably not going to be using these either. They don't need them. They stand perfectly fine on their own. But, cool addition. And for real this time, this has been my review of Haslab Robots in Disguise 2001 Ultra Magnus and Optimus. And in part 3, we will get them combined, and that will be Omega Prime. Stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see the next part. Like if you like the video, and comment if you have any comments or suggestions. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Welcome back to another Transformers video review. Today, it's not much of a review. It's kind of is. We're going to be getting these two that I have reviewed the past couple of weeks. We're getting them into the Omega Prime mode. Finally. I reviewed him, and now it's part 3, and we're getting them combined. If you're unaware, this is the Haslab Omega Prime. So, you know. Anyway, to get them into Omega Prime form, first what you're going to do, you're going to want to give Optimus Prime Ultra Magnus his hand, like this, and now they're shaking hands. Then you send Optimus Prime off to the side. That's actually how they combine in the show. They shake hands, and then they do a cool combination sequence. Anyway, for real this time, how you get them combined is you take off Ultra Magnus' arms, because that's normal. Then you just set them off to the side. And we'll come back to those later. Then, another normal thing you do is you split this guy in half, aggressively. Then you split that part in half. Then you flip up the crotch, as you do. Then you fold down that section, and they peg in. As you can see, there's the pegs, and there's peg holes, like that. Then, this part flips up, like that. You extend the heel. Same on the other side. Then you fold it up like that, and like that. This gray piece flips out, and that gray piece flips out. The light gray pieces flip down. A lot of flipping, a lot of messing around. Then this part flips up like that. And then this little blue piece pushes down and pegs in, like that. And then you just collapse the entire gray assembly and flip down this foot. Make sure everything's pegged together. And there you go. There is one leg, or I guess foot, done. And you can just put that somewhere. Then on this side, do the same. I don't know if you noticed what I did, but this little blue part, you can see the outline. There's a little hole back here, and you just push it through like that. And then that comes up. The foot flips down. That thing stays there. And then you fold everything, collapse everything, and peg everything together. Pretty simple. Then, that's done. Then for the top half, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to flip down the chest, and then you're going to want to bring this whole assembly up like this. Then Ultra Magnus' head goes inside. It's difficult because it's really strange. Pretty sure that is how it goes. Like this. Like that. You saw in the Ultra Magnus review, if you saw that this whole backpack assembly is just difficult for me. It's just kind of, it's weird the way all of it just kind of folds together and collapses around. So you got to bear with me here. Pretty sure that is just how it goes, though. It's simple as that. Or maybe, oh, wait. It goes like that. Yep, that's how it goes. My bad. Listen, I'm new here. Okay, you're following along with me. Okay, I'm trying to help out, but it's you know. Anyway, then unpeg these parts, and then they fold around like so. Pretty sure that's just how it goes. These parts flip up. Actually, to get them flipped up, you have to flip up the chest pieces like that. Then they flip up and around like this, like that. And then this whole assembly comes down like that. Pretty sure it pegs in, or I guess not. Cool. This part flips around like that. These little white side panels, like so. Those actually peg into the chrome blue pieces, a little more stability. Then these red parts flip up. That little piece flips down. Up in there, it flips down. And then the head pops up like this, and you can fold around the ear pieces, like so. And that's pretty much it, honestly. Oh, actually, these parts have to be out and around. But that's pretty much it. You want to just have everything ready to go for when Optimus comes around. So, or actually, it's something like this. It's like, it's bizarre, really. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Just to have it ready. And now Ultra Magnus is a mangled mess. That sucks. Anyway, bring in Optimus Prime, or Fire Convoy, whatever you want to call him. Slide down these red pieces. Push back his head and flip it down. You know, fold forward the ears, push it back, fold it down, like so. These parts flip down. Then you're going to want to extend the torso and hope nothing breaks. It's a real problem, apparently. This part folds around like this. And you want to keep it at a perfect angle. Otherwise, it just won't work. And then it plugs together. And you can see he's a little bit longer. Extend the shoulders, or I guess his breasts, I guess. And then you fold up the heels. And that's it. He's just very easy in comparison to Ultra Magnus. Just in general, he's way easier to transform, mess around with, everything. Now, bring in the boots and plug those in. This part, that didn't actually plug in. What's going on here? Excuse me. You have to, like, peg it in and also slide it into the... Alright, there we go. There's, like, clips and also a peg. It's annoying. There's also this peg right there. And also a peg on the back. Everything just has to slide together. Which I like. It's kind of annoying and tedious, but it's actually really good because then he's super stable. So, I can't complain too hard. And there you go. There's a boot. Same on the other side. I'll try to show it off a little better. There is a peg hole on the back of the leg and a peg hole right there. There's a peg right there and right there. Everything just has to slide together and peg together. And also the whole peg, foot, everything just has to go together neatly. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Wrong. All right, there we go. Way easier than the other one. And there we go. There's some boots. Some nice legs. Then the hands. Simple as that. I'll do the right one first because it's, you know, the handshake. Those are pegs. Pretty sure I showed that off in the Ultra Magnus review with the blue bolts. It goes like that. And then it flips around like this. And then it pegs onto the arms, and everything just folds together very nicely. Okay, maybe not nicely, but folds together. There's an arm. Same on the other side. A little handshake, then a flip, and then some pegging. Pegging together. Please. There we go. Then everything just slides together nicely. And there's some arms. We got some arms, we got some legs. What more could you want? All right, torso. This part, fascinating, really. Just kind of slides down. This part has to be correct. There's, can't even see it, my fault. Peg hole, or not even pegs anymore. I've just said it so much. Take a shot every time I say peg. Don't. Tab holes, then there's tabs on top. And then it just comes down. Nice and neat and flush, and everything works out perfectly. There's a tab up in there. Hopefully you can see that. And it tabs into the back. Then, tabs right there, holes. Similar to Super Mode for Optimus. Everything just comes around like that. And then this whole assembly just comes down. Or actually has to collapse in a weird way. So it's like a double hinge, has to be brought back, collapse, and tab in. And whoo, wow. That took a long time, and I would like to apologize for my my foolishness. Oh, and then these parts like fold around in some way. Pretty sure this just goes around down like this and folds up. You can leave them down, but it looks kind of funny. Yeah, just fold around like this, and then it kind of just does that. There we go. And now, for real this time, Omega Prime. And you can barely see him because he's massive. Oh. Can I just say, wow. Just, you gotta admit this is cool, right? Like, took a while to get here. Again, I apologize if you made it this far. Thank you. If you didn't, you're not even here. But wow, this figure is so cool. It is just worth the wait. I feel bad for everyone's copies that were all messed up and any problems. Mine's great. Looks awesome. Like, it's solid too. It's not like, it doesn't feel like anything's gonna fall apart in any way. It just looks great, feels great. Kind of annoying to mess around with just because it's so big and ratchety, so it's kind of hard to get everything correct, but my goodness, it's so cool. For articulation, he has a ball joint at the neck. Now, hold on, before I continue, would it be, like, they? Because there's two guys in there? That's why I wondered about, like, fusions and combinations. Is it like a they thing, or they become one, and so it's just he? Anyway, he has some hinges at the chest wing things, so you can get some movement out of the arms. These things move around a little bit. This part folds around a little bit, so you can get some articulation out of him. It's Omega Prime articulation, pretty much, so it's like that double-jointed shoulder thing. Elbow, wrist swivel, and then a thumb joint and 2 finger joints, so nice. It doesn't have an index finger, it's just one joint, but I think that's for the what's coming next. He has kind of a waist swivel, but it's hindered by the panel. And then heavy ratchets there, heavy ratchet there, knee swivel and a hip swivel or thigh swivel, and then a little bit of an ankle pivot. So you can get some poses out of him. I don't know if you really want to pose him. I think it's just kind of like a shelf piece. It's just decorative and aura. He just looks cool. But yeah, he looks great. He has a presence. For comparison, I don't know if I've done comparisons at all in the last 2 videos. I think I did just Ultra Magnus and Optimus next to each other. But for comparison, here he is with the original Robots in Disguise Megatron. I really hope they do an updated version of him. Maybe taller, maybe Commander class, maybe next Haslab. Either way, I don't think that scale is accurate. But there he is, very shiny. And now for some accessories, he comes with the, I think it's just called the Matrix Blade, and it's not going to fit in frame because, goodness gracious, try to push him back as far as I can. There it is. I think it's like a foot long, maybe more. It's excessive. Kind of awesome, but also just really stupid. There's 3 holes right there. There's 3 tabs in his hand. You just put it in his hand like that, and it doesn't stay very well, but there we go. There it is. It's really dumb, but also just really cool. It's just so cool. Like, I wonder if I can get it in frame in any... Nope, it's just gonna fall out of his hand. Maybe I can, like, have him hold it this way. Kind of. It's so funny. Anyway, I'll have him hold it towards the end of the video, but I'm just taking it out right now because there's some secrets to this figure. You're probably wondering, probably not at all, but probably wondering, now where'd the Super Mode Optimus parts go? And don't be afraid, that background's getting messed up. I have them here. I took them all apart off camera. There's a ladder. There's Super Mode chest piece thing. Here's blue bolts, which actually can't go on right now. Hold on. There's little pegs right there. Peg holes at the top of the shoulders, at the little blue parts, and he just slides on like that. Completely forgot about him, but there we go. That's just awesome looking. Now, that's supposed to be the complete Omega Prime look. So there it is. But there's more. Pistol, the Optimus Prime Super Mode hands, the other one, and finally the feet and shoulder pads from Super Mode. What is going on? You're probably wondering. I saw this on Instagram. I can't remember who it was from. I apologize, but I've saw it once, and basically all the parts can just go on Omega Prime. I think it was on purpose because these 2 parts are supposed to go together, and they came apart really easily. So this part goes right over here, I think, like that. And then the ladder goes on the other arm, like this. Yeah, and then pretty sure these just went on the back somehow. I don't remember. I think it was just like, okay, that just fell off. Pretty sure it went like back here maybe? No, that doesn't seem right. I think they just hung off the back in some way. I don't remember where these went. Is that the right hand? Let's put them back there for now. Just put them somewhere. Up on the back, like this. There we go. There we go. And then this part can just go up here, I guess. Little gun. Up there. That part fell off. And then this part goes right here. Isn't that cool? It's so dumb. This whole figure is just like, what were they thinking? But at the same time, it's really epic. But at the same time, it's kind of stupid. Like, the Matrix blade is just, like... Can you even hold it right now? Oh, shoot. That's coming off. Don't worry about that. Please hold it. Is that going on right? Oh my goodness, everything's falling apart. There we go. Oh, never mind. Well, you get the idea. It's epic. That's all I have to say. It's kind of awesome. All of it. I love this figure. Or figures, I guess. Just, the whole set is so cool. I can't get enough of it. There's the whole thing. There's everything. Blade, crazy ladder, weapons, the whole configuration. It is... I'm a huge fan. If you can't tell from the past videos or this one, I love this set. And I hope you guys love the set as well if you have it. If you don't, I'm sorry. But that's pretty much it. I mean, not much else to say about it. It's awesome, looks great, feels pretty good overall. Big fan. So if you made it this far, again, thank you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.